this chronology. It is the tackle triple planetary crisis. The whole negative issues that will be even worse day by day was the results from the unresponsibility of human actions. Wildfires, rising sea levels, melting polar ice, catastrophic storms, and declining biodiversity. You can name it all. Regardless, we are the major factor of the climate change. In fact, every actions we casually do release emissions. Private transportations, industries, factories are one of the main causes for the release of greenhouse gases to the atmosphere, which ended up global warming. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Yulio Geraldine. Please allow me to bring my special topic for today. But before I start, I want to send my thanks directly to Pak Budi for this brilliant and amazing event. And I hope we all can give strongly in support. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all have heard, climate changing has attacked geological durability. The impacts will be felt in both short-term and also long-term impacts. Short-term impacts are such as the increasing temperature of the earth, water pollutions, air pollutions, and others. Whereas the long-term impacts will be the end of glaciers, massive floods, drowning islands, etc. Sounds terrific, but isn't it that true that bad actions will deliver bad impacts? According to the NOAA's 2021 Climate Change Report, the combined land and ocean temperature has increased at an average rate of 0.08 degrees Celsius per decade since 1880. The conclusion is, it shows that 85% of humans' population is already being affected by human-driven climate change. Eventually, we must know who are the main subjects who are causing the problem. According to the survey by Census-wide for AFIFA, the UK insert, found not that only people aged over 55 were ahead in almost every environmental activity they monitored, but those aged between 60 to 24 were the worst offenders to climate changes. From this data, we can claim that climate change is dominantly caused by teenagers. It's probably myself and you, as one of the teenager being. What can I and you do to make changes? First, limit your unnecessary carbon emission usages. Climate changes that has been caused by teenagers has reached 31% and transportation reached 29%. It's because we can use both freely anytime and anywhere. I mean, it's a cool thing, but still, we have to limit our usages to prevent carbon emissions. Instead of using cars to approach our long destinations, why don't we use public transportations, such as buses and trains, to minimize carbon emissions? Instead of using motorcycles to approach our close destination, why don't we either ride a bike or take a walk? Same as electricity. Every unused wiring stuff, such as lighting at noon, should be turned off. Second, reduce, reuse, and recycle. The fact that an average person per day wastes 0.79 kilograms per day wastes makes us think the importance to minimize wastage. Aduh anjing! By reducing and reusing wastes, such as plastics, unused documents, and also plenty of bottles, we indirectly have saved two things: earth and money. Containers such as empty bottles can be reused instead of buying a new one. Otherwise, recycling is the best way to make up wastes. Even though it needed efforts, it was worth to do. Recycling can enhance our creativity through processing something. One of the good examples is when you try to save up money. You can use unused cans or bottles instead of spending actual piggy banks. I have my favorite quotes from Margaret Mead. He states that we won't have the society if we destroy the environment. I believe that environment and society are not the troublemaker in this scenery, whereas it all belongs to the actions from the human living existence. The emphasizing point is, how would we act for the earth? Because the earth does not belong to us, we belong to the earth. I think that's all for my speech. I apologize if I did mistakes from its speech. And I hope this speech can be a good persuasive to us. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.